Hi there, welcome to our channel. Randy and I want to thank you for stopping by and checking us out. What I'm going to do today is make some crusty buns. I want a cheeseburger. I hadn't had a cheeseburger in forever because we don't go out to eat anymore. It's just way too expensive. Well, when I did the haul the other day, I was going to pick up some hamburger buns from the bakery. Well, 8 buns was $6 at Walmart. And I'm like, I am not giving you $6 for 8 buns. And Randy goes, well, they got them over there on the shelf. You get 8 for like $1.19. And I'm like, yeah. And that stuff will never mold, ever. So, no, we're not going to get those. We're not going to get them $1.19 buns. I'll just go home and make us some. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some homemade, no-knead crusty buns to put these cheeseburgers on. Let's get started. You only need 5 ingredients to do this. You're going to need some flour, some water, some yeast, some salt, and some sugar. That is it. Here on our channel, I really try to teach you how to cook from scratch. You know, homemade Alfredo, homemade spaghetti sauce, homemade meatloaf, nothing out of a jar. You know, all individual ingredients that are really easy to keep in your pantry. And this bread is no different. It is so easy, 5 ingredients. And we're going to have this, now it takes a little time because your yeast needs, you know, your bread needs to rise, but actual time is not very much. And I'll show you what I mean as we get started. We're going to get started. I need 1.5 cups of water. 1.5. I need 1 tablespoon of yeast. 1 tablespoon of yeast. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of sugar. And we're just going to give that a little stir and mix it up. And then we're just going to leave it for a few minutes. After it's combined, I'm just going to leave it for just a few minutes because my yeast was in my freezer. I keep it in the freezer, so I let it sit out for maybe an hour, but I'm sure that even in slightly lukewarm water, it's going to take a few minutes to start to bubble, and I want it to bubble before I get started. Okay, you can see I'm starting to get webs. I'm getting nice yeast bubbles. It's ready to go. Now I just need 4 cups of leveled all-purpose or bread flour. 1. And fluff it up. 2. Flour has a tendency to pack when it's sitting, so you'll want to make sure you unpack it before you put it in your measuring cup, or you'll end up with too much flour. 3. And 4. Oops, wrong way. Now we're just going to go in and start mixing that dough. Okay, and you'll need to mix the dough until it's all combined. You can go in there with your hands if you want to, but you probably don't have to. This is a really easy bread. If you're not used to making bread, this is one to start with because it's so easy and so minimal ingredients. There's no eggs, there's no oil. But I will tell you, if you have a KitchenAid, it makes it so much easier. But for today, I have one, and I will start using it as we go along in bread making. But this one is so easy, we're just going to go ahead and do it right here in a bowl because it's easy. Alright, see here, I'm done. This is all I'm going to do right now. Okay, now I have a really nice pastry mat. If you don't have that, countertop, kitchen table, both work just fine. All we're going to do is take a little bit of flour. It does need to be well floured, so we're just going to kind of sprinkle it around. And we're going to drop that out onto our mat. A little bit off of there. Now I'm going to put a little bit on top. I'm just going to spread it out. I need a little on my hands. Forgot about my hands, y'all. Okay. Alright. Now we're just going to pat it out and flip it and pat it out. What was that? We're going to fold it. And we're going to fold it again. We're going to make sure that we keep it dry. Pat it out again. This isn't really kneading. I said no knead. It's not kneading. You're just kind of pressing and pushing. And we're going to fold it. We're going to fold it. We're going to do that like 4 times. It is a sticky dough at this stage. It is sticky. So we're going to fold it. We're going to fold it and pull it. That was 3. This will be 4. Now it's picked up all that excess flour, and we're going to make a nice elastic ball. And we're going to take that ball, put it back in that bowl, and in the bowl. And then we're just going to put a tea towel over the top. We're going to put it in a nice warm spot for 1 hour. Hey y'all, I just took a little peek and we are ready. Look how much it rose. Now we're just I'm gonna get a little flour because it's a sticky dough. And I'm gonna punch all the air out. And I'm gonna get it all around the sides. I'm gonna pull it away from the sides. Just a little at a time. Make sure it gets into that ball. I'm going to put a little flour out here on my pastry mat. Now we're going to drop it back on our pastry mat, just like that. We're going to get a little bit of flour and drop it on the top, just so we don't get our hands all in it. Now we're going to make sure that all that air is out, and we're just going to bring it into a ball. Alright, we're just going to get it right back. Make sure that all that air is gone. I'm going to roll it into a ball, just like that. Now we're going to cut it in 8 pieces. So what I'm going to do is go right down the middle. And get 4. As close to even as I can get. And we're going to roll these into little balls, just like that. Just keep pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. Roll it into a ball. And then you can see how I'm just setting those balls right there. So we're going to get a little flour. And we're just going to, can you see me? Okay, what I did was, because that one was just like way too big and the other ones were too small. So, since this is so forgiving, I'm just going to I took some off of one and put it in this one. And we're just going to roll it up. I'm going to take these 2 and make 1. Because that's all you have to do. It's a really, really forgiving dough. So you can just go ahead. Okay, now I'm going to lay this right back on it, and I'm going to let them sit for 20 more minutes, and then they're going in the oven. Alright, my 20 minutes is up. Look at that rise. Look at that rise. Now the last thing we're going to do before we put them in the oven is we're going to put 1 slice right down just the top of the center. Just like that. That's going to be a monster. That's the one that I've made way too big. But that's okay. They're all going to be awesome. And you want to be kind of careful when you cut it, because you don't want to lose that rise. If I had one of those nice dough cutters, that'd be great, but I don't. So a knife will have to do. In the oven they go. Now we're going to set them in a preheated oven at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. And set your timer, because they're going to be done in 20 minutes. Look. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to leave my buns right there, and I'm going to get to the stove and make my burgers now. Make our buns. Look at that, y'all. I mean, just soft. You couldn't ask for a better roll for a burger. Oh, it is just amazing, y'all.
It actually is.
Look at that. See that? Oh, perfect. Perfect. On the bottom, they're perfect.
Wow, look at the grain on that burger, on that roll. Isn't that something else?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's great.
Winner, winner, winner.
Well, we're going to see what it tastes like here
real
real quick.
we know what they taste like. They are good.
I know.
They are good. We're going to build a burger.
Oh, if you guys want to, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're
go
going
ahead.
to build a burger our way. We're going to start with some mustard. I'm going to put some onion. We're gonna put some bacon. We're gonna put our burger that I fried in that bacon grease.
Oh yeah.
And I used Gouda, smoked Gouda cheese. We love smoked Gouda around here.
Yeah, if you guys want to see a really cool Gouda cheeseburger video, I'll put the link right up there.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not this one, but it's better than this one.
Oh yeah, it's way better than this, but this is going to be satisfactory.
Yes. Ketchup, homemade pickles, homemade bread and butter pickles all over the top.
You know, it'd be real good in that. I'll do that when we get inside though. I bet some jalapenos in there.
Oh yeah, he likes jalapenos. He'll probably put jalapenos on it. Look at that burger.
Look at that. See that? I'm gonna eat that sucker.
You want a knife to cut it in half, or you want to try to eat it like that?
I'm gonna manhandle this thing real quick.
Okay.
See how I do. Most excellent.
And smushy.
All that. Everything a burger should be.
Right. Lettuce and tomatoes way too high this time of year.
Oh, I love those greasy, cheesy hamburgers.
Yeah. Cooked the burgers in the bacon grease after I got done with the bacon. Oh, perfect.
I just something wet in my hand.
They really are easy to make. See you in the next video. Bye.